Hey, what's up, guys? Nick White here, do tech and coding stuff on Twitch and YouTube. You can check the description for all my information, and I have playlists for all the HackerRank and LeetCode solutions. We are on the last linked list challenge here. It's reverse a doubly linked list. We already did reverse a singly linked list, and yeah, I completed it already, so check this out. I got this cool little pop-up that says, congrats, you solved all the linked list challenges. So we're good on that. That was pretty cool. And this is the same. So right, this is literally the same as reversing a singly linked list. If you remember reversing a singly linked list, we created a reference to the previous node. In here, we literally already have a reference to the previous node, so we don't even need to, do that. So it's actually easier in my opinion. So what is a doubly linked list node? Well, yeah, I think it's everyone should probably know this, but each node has a reference to the next node and the previous node. So in an example, regularly a singly linked list node would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And the head would be 1, 5 would be the tail, and you'd loop through, and that's it. And here, what we have is we have a reference to the previous node as well. So it's going to look more like this. And when you're at 2, you can reference the previous node and the next node, just because we have those values. So what do we want to do? Well, we basically just want to take this, loop through it, and swap the next and previous pointers. And in the end, we're going to be able to reverse it, and then it's going to look like this, and then we want to return 1. We want to return 5. We want to return 5. So we're going to loop through this, and at the end, we're going to have our head node. We're going to be looping through, swapping the pointers to the next and previous, and having a new head variable that we're going to update at each iteration. So then when we get to the end, the new head will be at 5. We'll just return 5, and 5 will, be the head, and it'll point to all the rest of these, and it'll look like the new version. So that's pretty much it. If you watch the singly linked list one, it's literally the exact same, except for we now have a reference to the previous. It's easier. So you're given the pointer to a head node of a doubly linked list. Reverse the order of the nodes in the list. The head node might be null, so it might be empty. Change the next and prev pointers of all the nodes so that the direction of the list is reversed. They literally tell you how to do it. Return a reference to the head node of the reverse list. Okay, so first of all, head can be null. So if head is null, return head, right? So what do we do now? Like I said, we're going to have a current node to run through the list. So current node will be equal to head. And then we're also going to have this new head that we updated each iteration so that when we get to the end, we can just return new head, right? So we're going to be returning new head. That's going to be at the end of the list, and right, just a normal loop through. So while current node is not equal to null, we're looping through current node equals current node dot next, right? Loop through, but all we have to do now is swap the pointers. So you can do this 2 different ways. I'm gonna do get reference to the previous pointer first. So I'm gonna do this node prev is equal to current node dot prev. It's kind of like just a basic swap that you'd see in like quicksort or something. So current node dot prev equals current node dot next. We lost the reference to prev here. Well, we didn't lose it, but prev is now next, so we don't actually have a reference to the previous node unless we made this. So that's why we keep this. That's why we need this, because we're updating the prev here, and we lose reference. But if we have this line, then we still have a reference here, right? So then we can just set current node dot next is equal to prev. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All we have to do now is new head is equal to current node, because we have to update that each time so that we return it at the end, right? New head's going to be this, then this, then this, then this, and this. And the only thing that you're going to want to notice here is that while this might be the normal way to loop through a list, current node equals current node dot next, we're actually changing next to prev, so that would go backwards if we did this. We want to actually set it to current node dot prev, because we swapped them, and current node dot prev equals current node dot next. So that's the only trick there. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So just be aware of that trick. Yeah, that's it. Pretty easy, just as easy as the other one. So we did all the linked list problems. I'm going to move on to probably trees and graphs. So thanks for watching. Check out the other ones, and see you guys next time.